What is going on, my friends and family of the channel, beautiful people all across the world? Where are you checking in from? What country are you checking in from? We're doing a full day of eating, but we're doing it a little bit different. We're doing a raw, vegan, bodybuilding full day of eating. I've never done raw in my entire life. I have a few friends who have shown me raw things. I've eaten raw food, raw alignment, Ravana, a bunch of other people, but I haven't done a full day of it, so I'm challenging myself today because I feel like having a little fun. So that's the veggies and fruits that's in the smoothie. Spinach, banana, mixed fruit. Then of course, I've got my Vivo, and fortunately it is raw, so I can still use that as the protein. And then I have probably about 2 cups of almond milk going in there, and we blend. And with that, we have my morning smoothie. A good way to start every single morning because we get tons of nutrients. It's delicious, it's easy to eat, you get a lot of calories, etc., etc. I'm gonna drink this, then we have to go to the store to get the ingredients for the rest of the meals today. This place has the cheapest nuts in all the land. Ready for those nuts? Look at you, girl. Look at you, little mama. Your lip gloss is popping. You want that one?
Yeah, want to bet?
It's like Jenga. Oh God. Nice. Leave that for the next person. Do you guys want some moldy tangerines? Discount. It's a discount on this. Give it to you for half off. If you eat mold often enough, it'll actually boost your immune system. Not really, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take my advice. That's not real. I was just kidding. Got the coconut aminos, so it's like soy sauce, but it's raw. Then we got a bunch of different vegetables and stuff. Got the soy paper. This is how I plan out all my full day eatings, is I write them down on an actual list. We got everything. We're out of here. And I'm really hungry. So what we are going to do is a guacamole mix inside of a bell pepper. And we're gonna dip different assorted things into the guacamole and eat the bell pepper. And then nut tacos?
Yeah, walnut tacos.
So we're going to marinate walnuts as like the nut meat. And then we're gonna wrap it up in romaine as the taco shell.
I'm so excited.
All right, so we have finished making our first meal. I was gonna say cooking, but not cooking our first meal. And we've got the bell pepper thing, so I'm gonna try this first. It looks really good. Actually, I'm gonna try this one.
Crunchy.
The lime juice in the guacamole is killer. Very crunchy, very fresh. I expected this day to be very fresh. I've got my raw taco right here. And I've always heard about these, but I haven't ever tried these, so I'm really excited to try this. The avocado, the tomato, the salsa hits you immediately, and as you kind of chew, the walnuts come out. So it's like, at first you get kind of like a guacamole salsa feel, and then kind of like the earthy nuttiness of the walnut comes out. That's really good, man. Now I'm gonna have to put like 4 more tacos on this plate because I just made this so it's fancy and pretty and stuff, but there's more that we have to eat. So, meal number 1, pretty freaking good. I'm excited for meal number 2. Ooh. We just did zoodles, which is something I've seen a lot. This is a pesto sauce that we pretty much got from Ravana, except we changed pumpkin seeds for cashew seeds. So basically it's just 1 cup of soaked cashews, then about a ½ cup to 3/4 cups of fresh basil leaves, a whole lemon squeezed in there, and then 1 or 2 garlic cloves, some garlic powder, and then topped it with a little bit of some pepper, and I think that was everything. Oh, and then just adding a little bit of water until it gets the consistency that you want, and that's pretty much it. By the way, my chickens want some of this. They're hungry. I don't know if they'd like it. It's vegetable. Hey. There you go. So we are about to do a first taste test here. Here we go. That's really good. There's something about cashew. I don't know, when you do cashew for a sauce, like we've done Alfredo before with cashew, it's so creamy, and then the lemon just like brings it out. That's really freaking good. I've never had zoodles before either. That's really freaking good. If we had a zoodle maker, we would be making our own noodles, but we just bought them from the zoodle company, or the veggie noodle company. So far, we've been eating some fatty food, but the next couple things that we're gonna eat are much less fat. This is amazing. We're at the gym, and that watermelon has me feeling hydrated. And citrulline malate is in watermelon, I found out from one of you guys, so thank you. I'm gonna try to film a little bit, but it might be a little difficult. There's a lot of people here. It's like 6:30. There's a lot of people here. These straps have been my savior for my workouts. I've been using them for like at least 80% of the things I'm doing. This is a little physique update. So I've been kind of leaning up since this cast thing, because I haven't been bulking quite as hard with the calories, obviously because I'm not pushing as hard. I'm not able to push as much, you know, weight and stuff. So I've been kind of leaning up in the abs. Still have a pretty decent amount of like chest size, and you know, shoulders are still getting there and stuff. Today was a chest and shoulder day. Just being able to do some of these modified workouts has kept me from completely atrophying. So I'm not like obviously gaining a lot of weight, but I'm not losing a ton of size either. And that's all really I wanted to do, is just not completely lose the muscle that I have, because I want to be buff for this Veg Fest that's coming up, which by the way, if you didn't know, I'm going to Veg Fest next month. So if you're gonna be there in London, come and say hi, give me a big old hug. Now it's time to eat because I'm starving. Okay, we are back at the house, and Sammy is setting up to help me make some sushi and some soy wraps, but I am having some freeze-dried strawberry banana crisps. This is only 50 calories here, but I need some sort of a snack. All right, so here's our setup. We got romaine lettuce. Then down here we have cilantro, some purple cabbage, got some carrots shredded up, mushrooms, and then some cucumber. And then Sam has the soy paper right here. I've never really used this before, so this may be a learning experience. I've seen Maddie use this before, Maddie Limburner, and it looks like it's more difficult than it seems to use and wrap correctly, but we'll see. You're like an artisan sous chef.
Thank you.
One side.
We got that.
Other side. Here you go, moment of truth. Sticking to itself. Ooh.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, not bad. Not super tight, but not ripping or anything.
The next one will be better.
Nice. This is what those spring rolls are looking like after she got a little bit better, a little bit tighter. They actually look really freaking good. I'm starving. I also made a little bit of a peanut sauce. So I mixed tahini, which is like sesame seed peanut butter, with a little bit of coconut aminos and a little bit of agave nectar to make it sweet. And it's really good. So I'm excited to eat these. But before that, now we are going to be rolling things in nori. So we're going to be rolling probably about the same ingredients, but also we have, this is riced cauliflower. So it's just like little bits of cauliflower cut up, and then I soaked it for probably like 15 minutes in water just to get it a little bit more like, I don't know, not so hard. And we're just going to be mixing the rice in here with a few other ingredients and rolling it. But my battery's about to die, so we're just gonna jump forward and I'm gonna let my battery charge. Here's the finished product with the sushi, the nori wraps. We did hand rolls. Sammy did the first one kind of like this, and then we realized the cauliflower rice was not gonna be able to be like cut because it's like hard and crumbly. I'm really excited about trying, because I just tried the soy wrap stuff that we did, the rice wrap I mean, and it was freaking amazing. And then of course, I've got the coconut aminos to be kind of like my soy sauce for this sushi meal. I love sushi, so this is gonna be really, really freaking good. Yes. Oh. All right, so what I did was, while I went to the gym, I did some kind of like an overnight oat things, but obviously not overnight, just did it while I was at the gym for about 2 hours. And I did 2 cups of oats and then just mixed it with enough almond milk that it kind of topped the oats. And this, I feel like, is probably like the most bodybuilding thing I'm having today, because obviously oats have a lot of protein in them and just like a lot of nutritional value in general, fiber and whatnot. Now that these are soaked, I'm going to add half a scoop of the Vivo protein just to give it like flavor, but also obviously protein. And then I'm gonna do a few tablespoons of raw cacao powder, and then I'm just going to stir it all together, and that's it. The one big benefit about all this raw food is that literally it's just prep time and there's no cooking time, which is nifty. I'm hungry, I'm hankering for cooked food, I can't lie. All right, so that rounds up this full day of eating. This is definitely a different type of food that I've ever eaten. I've never really had raw foods. I've kind of like snacked on raw foods here and there when I'm hanging out, like again with Ravana or Raw Alignment or anybody who's kind of on a raw diet, but I've never tried doing a full day of it. And I've always thought about doing it just for fun. I would say, to break it down for you guys as like a bodybuilder, pros and cons. I'd say pros, it's definitely really fresh. I really like crunchy vegetables. I really like just fresh stuff. It's easy to stay hydrated, I guess, while you're eating raw foods because you're eating a lot of like food that has a lot of water content in it, obviously. I won't sit here and pretend to like know the actual research behind anything when it comes to like raw and like the benefits for you. I've just heard that it's like good to sometimes do raw or do raw till 4 or whatever because it helps your digestion if you have like bloating issues or digestion issues. Not something that I personally have. But the other thing that I was thinking as I was going through this raw day is that these foods would be amazing for me while I'm cutting. You can have so much volume with this stuff and then there's not a lot of calories in it except for obviously if you do like lots of fats like avocados and nuts. And I know I kind of went hard on that stuff today. Again, like I'm super like ignorant to everything when it comes to raw. I just was going for things that I'd seen before that looked really tasty. So this wasn't a perfect full day eating. A lot of these things I'm keeping in mind for future times when I'm dieting because I would love to have like spring rolls. These are amazing. This is probably one of my favorite things I've had today. The zoodles with the pesto sauce was, it was so good. And then for me as a bodybuilder with the negatives, I would just say that it's really, really hard to get a lot of calories for me. I would say you'd have to become more and more experienced to be able to prepare things quickly because I feel like it took a lot of time to prepare things. And if I had to prepare large volumes, it would be pretty difficult. While there are foods that have protein that are raw, I would say there's a lot less of them. So like my oats is probably the highest protein thing that I had tonight. That's really, really good, you know, meal that has protein in it. But a lot of the other stuff was like just vegetables and stuff, which is really good for you, getting lots of vitamins and minerals and stuff. So if I was someone who was interested in raw eating while doing bodybuilding, I would definitely do some research and find those foods that really have a deep packed punch of protein. So like nuts and seeds would definitely be your friend a lot. But then again, it adds to your fat calorie. So during the beginning of the day, I did pretty well in terms of how I was feeling. I was like, wow, these are really tasty. It's just a little bit of a different thing that I'm used to. But I would say by like the third or fourth meal, about halfway through the day, maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock in the day, I was really, really craving some cooked foods. And I know I've heard other people say this before, and a lot of people say that as you go into a raw diet, that cooked food like desire kind of goes away. Again, this is not something that I'm going to be doing, and definitely no judgment either way. If this is the way that you like to eat, that is awesome. I literally just wanted to do this for a little bit of a change on the channel. I just wanted to try this because I've always thought it'd be fun to try out raw foods and stuff. So anyways, my beautiful friends and family, I'm really excited that you came in and checked out this video. If you did enjoy it, I'd really appreciate a big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if you've tried a raw diet before, or if you tried raw foods before, or if you tried like raw restaurants or whatever. I would love to hear about your experiences with it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Team Beyond the Week, see